Yes, students, today we are here in this video. I will be doing some numericals on concentration terms. We had discussed in our class about mass percent, we had discussed about mole fraction, molarity. So on all these concentration terms, we will be doing some numericals. First numerical is calculate the mass of sodium acetate required to make 500 ml of 0.375 molar aqueous solution. Molar mass of sodium acetate is 82.025 gram per mole. So what is given here? Volume is given 500 ml. Volume 500 ml means 500 by 1000. That is 1 by 2 liter. So this is first what is given, and molarity is given. It is 0.375. Molarity is given, and we have to find mass of sodium acetate. That we have to find. So straight away we can use the molarity relation. Molarity is equal to number of moles divided by volume in liter. This we know. So putting the molarity is 0.375. Number of moles we don't know, suppose it is X. Volume of in liter is 1 by 2. So X will be 0.375 into half. So this is the number of moles we get, and to convert moles into grams. To convert moles into grams, you have to multiply moles with its molecular mass. So answer mass in grams will be 0.375 into half into 82.0245. So this you will multiply, that will be the answer in grams. So remember one thing, number of moles multiplied by molar mass gives us mass in grams. So children, our next question is calculate the concentration of nitric acid in moles per liter. So we have to find the molarity of nitric acid in a sample which has density of 1.41 gram per ml, and the mass percent of nitric acid in it being 69%. So density of the solution is given to us. Mass percent of nitric acid, the solution is given to us. We have to find molarity of nitric acid. Molarity of nitric acid we have to find. So let us answer this question in this way. Since density is 1.41 gram per ml, so we can say that 1 ml solution has mass 1.41 gram. Mass of 1 ml solution will be 1.41 gram. So you can say mass of 1000 ml. 1000 ml means 1 liter. So what will be the mass? It will be 1.41 into 1000. That is 1410 gram. So 1 liter solution has mass this much gram. Now you see nitric acid, it is saying 69%. So 69% of this will be nitric acid, rest will be water. So here we can find out mass of nitric acid. It will be 69%, 69 by 100 into 1410. So this is the mass of nitric acid we are getting. And now moles of nitric acid, to find moles, given mass has to be divided by molar mass. So 69 into 1410 by 100 by molar mass of nitric acid. Molar mass of nitric acid, if you calculate, it will come out to be your 63. So divide by 63. So this is the moles of nitric acid. Now you see, this moles of nitric acid is present in 1 liter of the solution. This moles of nitric acid is present in 1 liter of the solution, and we know molarity is number of moles present in 1 liter of the solution. So we can say that molarity will also be this only. So you will multiply and divide, simplify, that will be your answer. This is a very important question. You see, all the questions that I am doing is from NCERT exercise. Okay children, our next question is, a sample of drinking water was found to be severely contaminated with chloroform, supposed to be carcinogenic in nature. Carcinogenic means which produces cancer. The level of contamination was 15 parts per million, which in short is called ppm, 15 parts per million by mass. So this is, ppm is another way of expressing concentration. Concentration of solution in ppm is given, parts per million is given. We have to find out, express this in percent by mass. That means we have to find out mass percent, and in second it is asked to find molality of chloroform. We have to find out molality of the solution. So first of all, we have to write the definition of parts per million. You should know what is parts per million. Parts per million is like this: mass of a component by total mass of solution into 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6, it is called parts per million. This is the definition of parts per million. So what is the parts per million given? 15. So 15, we are writing it here, and now here we can write this one as mass of a component by total mass into, suppose let us split into this into two factors, 10 to the power 2 and 10 to the power 4. Okay, and the next what we do, we bring this 10 to the power 4 this side. So it will be 15 into 10 to the power minus 4 is equal to mass of a component by total mass into 100. So you see, this is what we know, it is mass percent. It is mass percent, so we got the answer in mass percent. This is the answer. If you want to express this in scientific notation, it will be 1.5 into 10 to the power minus we have to divide by and multiply. So it will be 10 to the power minus 3. So this is the answer, first part of this question. Now determine the molality of chloroform. Okay, now first of all we have to know the molar mass of chloroform. Chloroform molar mass is 12 plus 1 plus 3 into 35.5. Okay, so it comes with 13 plus 15, 16, 1 carry 10. And then it is 119.5, suppose, is the molar mass coming. So what will be the molality? You know, molality, since molality is moles of solute. Okay. Now what we see is that since mass percent is this much, that means we can say that this much gram of chloroform, is present in 100 gram of the solution. This much gram of chloroform is present in 100 gram of the solution. So this much gram of chloroform, what will be the number of moles? This much gram of chloroform, what is the number of moles? 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by molar mass, that is 119.5. So this is the moles of chloroform. Okay, and you know, divided by molality definition is mass of the solvent in kg. Mass of solvent in kg. Now here we know this much gram of chloroform is present in 100 gram of the solution. 100 gram of the solution. Now here we can do one approximation. We have to do approximation because other data is not given. That 100 gram of solution, you know, we can take it nearly equal to 100 gram of solvent. 100 gram of solution, we will consider it as 100 gram of solvent, because you see the solution is very dilute, that's why. So 100 gram of water, 100 gram of water that we have, 100 gram, and it has to be expressed in kg. So if you want to make it in kg, so it will be divided by 1000. So this thing you simplify, you will get the answer, and that will be the molality of the solution. So children, our next question is, you see, calculate the molarity of a solution of ethanol in water in which the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.040. Assume density of water to be 1. So we have to find molarity. Mole fraction is given. So let us write down this thing. Mole fraction, you know, which is denoted by chi, it looks like X. So mole fraction of ethanol, you know, is C2H5OH. So it is number of moles of ethanol by total number of moles. So moles of ethanol plus moles of water. So now mole fraction of ethanol is given, is 0.040. And moles of ethanol plus. Now let us consider the solution. You know, let us consider 1 kg water. Let us consider solution 1 kg of water. 1 kg of water means 1000 gram water, and 1000 gram water means 1000 by 18 moles of water. That means if you divide, you get 55.55 moles of water. So we have considered solution to be having 1 kg of water. So moles of water will be 55.55. So we have to find the value of so N C2H5OH will be 0.040 into your moles of plus 55.55 into 0.040. And on rearranging, we will get here. Bring this one this side. So NC2H5OH will be 1 minus 0.040 is equal to 55.55 into 0.040. And in the next step, like moles of ethyl alcohol will be, this will be divided by, so 1 minus 0.040. Children, I am not solving it here. So this will be the moles of ethanol present in 1 kg of water. 1 kg of water. Now, since density of water is said to be 1, and that's why 1 kg of water will be, or 1000 gram of water will be same as this volume of 1 kg water will be 1000 ml. That is 1 liter. 1 liter. That means we can, again, one approximation is required here. We had started with 1 kg water to be present, and here here we are getting solution to be 1 liter. So 1 liter solution. 1 liter solution has this much moles of ethyl alcohol. So this will be the molarity of the solution. This will be the molarity of the solution. So children, in this way you have to practice sums like this, and if you practice this sort of numericals, you will have better concept. So this much for now. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.